Was good. What's good, everybody? We are doing all signs for you and your person. I just gotta see what this looks like. And then we're gonna get started, okay? Sorry for the break. I don't even know if I'm on yet, so I'm just gonna wait till this pops on. All right. All right, what's good, everybody? What's good? All right, so yeah, we are doing all signs for you and your person, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. Yes, I'm back. So yeah, I was gonna make a video, but I didn't really see the point. So yeah, sorry about the break. It is what it is. My life has kind of flipped upside down the past couple months. So not in a bad way, but in an unexpected way. So that's all that was. Just registering everything and just falling back and just, registering everything took a minute. So I apologize for that. I didn't mean to take that long of a break. I can promise you that. So here we are, ready to rock and roll. Was good. Thank you so much, Nikki Dumplings. I really appreciate that, girl. And thank you, Allison Finch. I appreciate that. Tanks Tarot, what's good, girl? Thank you for shout out to Tanks Tarot. She checked in on me. I really appreciate that. Look how cute you look. Well, thank you. All right, so we're gonna get started. But yeah, there's not really much. That's pretty much what happened the past few weeks, month, was just like my body just completely shut down, I feel. Honestly, this whole year was like exhausting. And I think I just crashed, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So I really appreciate everybody understanding. I'm gonna get back and rolling with everything and everything. So I hope you guys like this. This was a little bit of an unexpected setup. I had an issue with my chair for the other table, but I thought it'd be cute. Maybe. What's good, Karma? All right, starting with Aries, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. This is looking all right. All right. What do we have for Aries and their person? Yeah, I'm not the most festive person, if I'm going to be honest with you, but I think it looks cute. So, and I need to get a new chair for my other spot because the table is too short for the chair and it hurts my back. So, yeah. Nick Sakel, what's good, baby? Thanks. All right, so Aries. What do we have for Aries and their person? Three shuffles. What do we have for Aries and their person? What's good, Naz? Overall energy for you, Aries. Page of Swords in reverse with the Five of Swords. You got a stalker and you know it. That's what that energy is. You got someone keeping an eye on you and you know it. You seem to have let go of a third-party situation, potentially because you see someone as maybe a little bit superficial in the way they view you. Potentially they let jealousy get in the way a lot, or you may feel like they're too dependent on you, which you feel causes them to justify acting a certain way. Because there is something here you seem to have given up on relentlessly. Like, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm being this way or that way. I feel like you're still feeling attached to it, but you're bound and determined to not really show your hand. It's like you're staying in your power. You may feel like you've dodged a bullet a little bit, or you may feel like if you were to entertain someone currently, it would just it would require you to fall short on your personal boundaries or standards or whatever it may be. And right now you feel like someone's trying to manipulate you to conform to a certain way of doing something and you refuse to. Okay. I feel like you may be in a space, Aries, where you have or will say some harsh things that you know are harsh to someone, but it's because you feel like someone's trying to manipulate you to fall, short on your boundaries. Let's just put it that way. And I do feel like you got a stalker a little bit. And I feel like you may be each kind of keeping tabs on each other, just in a different way. Because I feel like you have your eye on someone, Aries, but it's more so like seeing if they're saying shit about you, seeing if they're, running their mouth, something like that. It's like you have your eye on someone, but it's not because you miss them. It's more so because you don't trust them. That's the best way I can explain that. Okay, so this could be someone that you have some type of negative experience with or have had some type of negative experience with, but it does seem to be something that you have successfully let go of. You may have done it in a very abrupt and harsh way. The Three of Swords in reverse can be like saying things or saying something really harsh to someone that it just is what it is. It can come off in a very harsh way where we can never take that back, but it's also needed because it's the truth. It's what we require for ourselves to kind of output in a way where we can let go and feel, okay, I stood up for myself, or I needed to say that. But it's also something that you feel like needed to be said. So yeah, I do feel like you may say some harsh things towards someone. You may keep an eye to see how they're going to react, to see if they're going to run their mouth. But I feel like you're kind of keeping your hand of cards to yourself. But you do feel like someone's trying to manipulate you or get you to revert back to a way of doing things between the two of you that is no longer working for you. Okay, so maybe this is someone that in the past, maybe their manipulation tactics worked. They're not working for you anymore. Okay, and it's like, I do feel like you are having a hard time just fully embracing letting this person go, or embracing or accepting the fact that it needs to end if this is what it's going to be. So I feel like right now you're still on a personal journey, Aries, trying to accept and embrace some type of ending, while simultaneously keeping tabs on this person, to see what they're doing, But again, I don't feel like it's coming from a place of missing them. I feel like it's coming from a place of being ready to defend yourself if need be. Okay. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Aries, this is someone that is stressed, Aries, because they feel like they've lost control over you. Okay, this is someone that is not really feeling too victorious in the matter. They're aware that things have become very stagnant. This is someone that's all up in their head in the situation because they're not really sure where things are going. They're realizing this week that things are not moving forward. I also feel like this is someone that is not expressing themselves because they're avoiding being the blame. So this is someone that may be aware that there's something you could blame them for, or this is someone that's avoiding being put in a position that could be quite embarrassing or humiliating potentially. Yeah, this is someone that feels like you have walked away or you're not interested, and it's making them feel like they've lost control in the situation. Okay, so whether it was something that was deep or not that deep, this is someone that feels like they have completely lost control over you. Okay, so I feel like this is someone that knows that you're not interested. They know you're not interested, but they're still all up in their head about you. I don't see them expressing themselves, at least directly to you this week. They're waiting on you. They're waiting to understand. Yeah, this is someone that, if anything, they're just going to be quite moody or emotionally mature towards you because they're feeling left out in the cold. That's the best way I can explain it. I don't see this person coming around to give you a direct conversation or anything like that. Okay? But you could be dealing with a Leo. We have Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay. All right, Taurus. What's good? What's good, everybody? Be like, get the fuck out of here. That is straight up Aries energy too. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck? Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, Taurus. What do we have for Taurus and their person? Absolutely, Jarrell. 3 shuffles. What do we have for Taurus and their person? Overall energy for you, Taurus, we do have the King of Swords in reverse with the 9 of Wands in reverse right under that. High Priestess in reverse. Well, I feel like you are, this kind of reminds me of that feeling like, when you know that you're catching feelings or you've caught feelings for someone, but they make you cranky because of a circumstance or a situation that you'd have to put yourself through, or you're kind of setting yourself up to trust someone and that scares the shit out of you. Because I feel like there's a situation here, Taurus, that's making you a little bit cranky and confused. You're having a hard time focusing. I feel like you're having a hard time trusting your intuition when it comes to you and this person, potentially because of some type of external circumstance that's out of your control, or there has been some type of, or will be some type of upheaval between the two of you that has you feeling nervous to invest into this. Okay, you may feel like it's almost like you're having a hard time being optimistic between you and someone else. Okay, and I feel like if anything, this whole connection makes you a little bit bitter or cranky, confused. The more you focus on it, the more distracted you find yourself becoming because of some type of, what's this Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Honestly, I feel like it's a you thing, Taurus. Strength in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're just, for one, unsure if this person is really serious about you for the long haul. You're wondering if this really has a whole lot of potential. But I also feel like you have some fears of, some confidence issues, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. There's a lot of insecurities you have, potentially financially, or there's something here in your root chakra that's like a little off balance. Okay, there's something here that has you feeling unstable, and because of that, it's almost like you're asking yourself, do I even have time for this? Why am I even focused on this? And you may find yourself to be quite short with this person, or you may find yourself to be like, you may find yourself just looking for an opening to just cut this out of your life. Like, one wrong thing they do is out. Why? Because you're already having a hard time focusing on something personal or registering something personal in your life. And it's creating a lot of fears in regards to, the adversities that you would need to overcome in order to make this work. Okay. And it has something to do with your reality or theirs. So I feel like you're definitely off balance this week, Taurus. Not really trusting the situation, being quite harsh with this person, or being very overly to the point. Okay, you may not be very communicative with this person this week. But I feel like this is a you problem. Like, this is a problem where if things were different in your reality, it wouldn't be frustrating you so much. Okay, so maybe focus on that more. Okay, because I feel like you may be taking it out on someone, or you have very little tolerance for someone because of something you're dealing with. Okay. But I do feel like you like this person or want them. I just feel like it makes you cranky because of your own personal adversities that you'd have to overcome. So whoever you're dealing with, Taurus, this is someone that does have a lot of faith with you, okay? But they are also feeling like you have a lot of insecurities toward them. Okay, they may feel like it's put it in a very manipulative way, mean way, selfish way. Like this person feels like you're being very selfish, or they just feel like you have a lot of reservations toward them, and it's making them feel like they're kind of waiting on you. Because right now this person is feeling very insecure emotionally in this connection, because they feel like you have a lot of insecurities toward them, and it makes them feel it kind of is a little bit of a buzzkill, if I'm going to be honest with you. Man, this person does have a lot of love to offer you. I do see this person coming through with a lot of love and support, but they may feel like they have to put in more work than you. Okay, for some of you, there's a lot of frustration added to this connection because of the way it started. I'm just going to put that out there. Okay. And they may feel like you have a lot of insecurities about that. Okay, they're either aware that there's frustration because of the way it started, or they're aware of some type of financial insecurity you're going through, or they're aware of some type of overwhelming energy you're going through when it comes to your current responsibilities. And this is someone that's in a space of being willing to be there for you. This person may try to give you some advice this week, or try to like guide you through some type of frustrating situation. But this kind of feels like someone that's willing to help you, or willing to give you advice, or whatever it may be, but they're becoming a little bit frustrated with how you're treating them because of a circumstance or a situation. It kind of makes them feel like, what's the point in trying with Taurus when they're just going to be trying to escape the situation because of something that is causing a lot of frustration. And I do see this person trying to be there for you because they have faith. They're going to try to, again, give you advice or guide you through a situation. There is a lot of love coming through because this is someone that does feel a very intense connection with you. They just feel like it's like pulling teeth. This is someone that feels like it's pulling teeth, trying to get a point across to you in regards to their love, in regards to the fact that they authentically care about you unconditionally. Whatever you're going through, it's like they'll be there. It's like this is someone that's trying to be there for you. And I feel like you're over here just being super cranky or having little tolerance for the situation this week. But it seems to be more of a personal problem or a personal obstacle that you may need to overcome, and it's stressing you out. Okay. And you may be kind of putting it on them. So it's kind of like maybe it's something you really want, but you feel like it's the wrong time or something of that nature. So I do see this person being there for you this week. I do see the two of you, potentially having some type of issue, or there's like some friction between the two of you, maybe a little bit of an argument, okay? But I do see this person not really staying mad. If anything, they're going to try to love you more because they feel these insecurities you have, okay? So they may not be taking it as personally as they could, okay? So you could be dealing with a Leo. We also have Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, and Gemini. All right. Gemini, what's good? Hey, Carmen. What do we have for Gemini and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? Two more. What do we have for Gemini and their person? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Gemini, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Swords right under that. The High Priestess, sorry. Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like when it comes to you and this person, you're not really taking a whole lot of initiative. Okay. Man, Gemini, look at this shit. Look at it's almost like when you're stopped in time, but everything keeps moving. Okay, everything is moving. Like there's a lot happening, but you're kind of stopped in time here. With that Ace of Wands in reversed is you know, the most influential energy for you. Because I feel, Gemini, you have a strong desire for commitment with someone. You do, but I feel like you're keeping a lot of it to yourself. Because there's something here you have a conscience about, or there's something here you're aware about that you feel like you need to be mature about. Okay, let's just put it that way. I feel like you're trying to be there for someone, or you're trying to be open for someone. Let's just put it open to someone, sorry, while simultaneously trying to, you know, because with this Ten of Swords, even though this is a beautiful new beginning, because look, the Lovers, the Fool, and the Two of Cups, there's a beautiful new beginning here happening between you and someone else. But it's almost like you're slowing something down because you're having a hard time coping with something mentally. It could just be because it's a lot, or it's a brand new beginning. But it does feel like, I mean, give me one more on the Ace of Wands in reverse. It does feel like you're slowing things down. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. Maybe because, honestly, maybe because you just don't have a solid plan just yet. Okay, or you feel like this person, or you're kind of following this person's lead when it comes to communication, and you feel like so far, you know, things aren't really getting to where you feel like it should be. It could also just be you feeling lethargic, or you feeling a lack of motivation, honestly, okay? But I do feel like you're putting a stop to it's almost like something amazing is happening for you. Just give me one more on that Ten of Swords that was showing. Five of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're just battle fatigued, or trying to create a solution for an issue, but trying to find some type of solution is also causing you to feel more drained in itself. I also feel, Gemini, you may be in a space where you feel like there could be a lot to complain about or bitch about, but you're choosing to avoid the conflict here with someone. So maybe there is issues, but you're trying to keep it to yourself with that High Priestess because you're avoiding conflict. Either way, you do love the shit out of this person. You do. But you also feel like there's a lot frustrating you right now. And whether that's on a personal level, it could have to do with your work matters as well. Whatever's frustrating you is causing you to kind of slow things down intentionally. And you're also in a space of, yes, desiring commitment with someone or something more serious, elevating it in some way, but you're also trying to be mature. Clarify the Seven of Swords in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse. Gemini, some of you guys may have had defense mechanisms that you use towards someone that you feel like you just need to drop, because you're starting to doubt your own reasoning when it comes to your defenses. Because I do see you letting your boundary, not letting your boundary, it's like you're letting your wall down here to someone because you're starting to, it's like, how do I say? It's like you're letting your wall down to someone because you're starting to feel guilty about how you are acting, or how cold you are, or maybe you're not really taking initiative. Maybe you canceled plans with someone even. It's almost like you may be starting to feel guilty for the lack of initiative on your part. I do see you being very honest with someone, but you're doing it in a very mature way, not in a way where you want to push things forward, but in a way where you see the bigger picture, okay? Some of you guys may also ask for forgiveness or show support in a very, again, it seems to be like you're putting your bitchiness aside is what this feels like. Why? Because you're desiring something serious. And you may feel like someone has fears in regards to you. You may feel as well like there's a lot of frustrating energy because of something that caused you to ruin your reputation with them, or vice versa. Either way, Gemini, you seem to be being very honest with someone, but I also feel like you're trying to slow things down is what this feels like. Okay? You're trying to slow things down is all. But you do love this person. You're showing them a lot of support. You do seem to be letting your defenses down. But yeah, you're slowing things down. Trying to not be so bitchy. Or if, like I said, even if the Ten of Swords can be like having a hard time coping with something, or even if there is something draining you, you're trying to keep it to yourself, really, because you feel like that's the mature thing to do this week for whatever reason, okay? So now whoever you're dealing with, Gemini, clarify the Five of Swords. There does seem to be, Five of Swords is clarified by the Empress in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. So there does seem to be some type of third-party influence. It doesn't have to be another lover, okay? But this is someone that is feeling a little bit nervous. This person may be quite rigid toward the situation because they're aware of some type of truth, or they're aware of something. The Five of Swords can be like feeling like someone else is competing for something that you want. Okay. And I feel like that energy in itself is quite overbearing. So whether this person feels like someone else is wanting you, okay, or not, this is someone that is having a hard time being transparent with you because they're aware of something currently standing. Okay. Let's just put it that way. And I do feel like this person is desiring a relationship with you, but they're more so focused on, you know, changing their appearance, changing the way they present themselves with that Queen of Wands, maybe trying to get attention for their character, who they truly are. This is someone that is trying to get your attention. They do feel the need to remain very detached because they're aware of some type of truth. And there's this draining energy that they're getting because they're aware of some type of third-party influence, or that third-party influence, Gemini, I'm just going to be honest with you, could be you. This can be an energy of being very overbearing, bitchy, just to put it in perspective. So if there isn't a third part person, this is someone that may be feeling like, okay, I need to defend myself because Gemini's being a little bit, you know, much this week. This is someone that does desire something serious with you, but they're also in a space of feeling like they need to put their foot down. Okay. So for some of you, this is someone that may put their foot down to you this week because they feel like you're being just unnecessarily bitchy or bringing in a lot of unnecessary drama. And for others of you, this is a third-party energy that's feeling quite threatened because they're aware that you're not in support of them, and they may be aware of something currently, you know, established with you and someone else, okay? And it's making them feel limited. Yeah, this is someone that is missing you, okay? So if there's no third-party person, this is someone that, again, may feel like they need to put their foot down. They may feel like you're apologizing, or there is some type of reconciliation between the two of you, and they're here for it, okay? However, for those of you where this is a third person, this is someone that is in a space of missing you, but also feeling quite restricted in regards to speaking some type of truth. They're not being transparent because of something currently residing in your life that they feel like is already established, and it's making them feel like they no longer have your support. And you know, it's causing them to not be too optimistic. So they're more so trying to get attention by implementing their resources to change their appearance or change the way you perceive them. Okay. So, I mean, give me one more. If this is a third person, the Devil. Yeah. If this is a third person, Gemini, that feels like there's something else in between the two of you, this is someone that may be obsessively missing you. Just give me one more. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There may be some type of unexpected change or unwelcome change that occurred between the two of you, but I still don't see them. Even if they're communicating with you, Gemini, they're not being honest with that Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is not transparent because they feel like there's other things in the picture. There's things that they need to protect. They're protecting their vulnerability. And it's like this person is not being transparent with you. Okay. And if it's someone that you're currently in a relationship with, Gemini, yeah, I see this person maybe putting their foot down to you. I mean, roles can be reversed. Take it however you want to, but this Queen of Wands is definitely in a space of willing to reconcile, but also feeling oppressed because of some type of unwelcome change that's occurring in the dynamic between the two of you. And that may be where you, Gemini, feel the need to, okay, I'm going to let my defenses down a little bit because, yeah, I feel stupid. I feel regretful. Maybe I could have handled that better. And just naturally as a Gemini, you may have a hard time being honest without being a dink, okay? But I do see you being honest, or at least apologizing or confessing something or something of that nature in regards to you and this person. So, but you do still feel the need to keep things, slow things down for whatever reason, okay? Because you may feel like you ruined your reputation with this person because of you were communicating from an immature place, or you were communicating from a place of fear, okay? Or being, you know, whatever it may be. Or maybe you thought this person was naive or something like that. Like you may feel like you communicated from not the most authentic place, and you may feel like you need to apologize for that. So I do see the two of you coming together though, but there is still some tension or residual energy from past BS. And if this is a third person, Gemini, I don't really see them communicating with you. If anything, they're very focused on not communicating with you and more so focused on changing the way you perceive them, because they're obsessively missing you, but they also feel like there's something else in the way, okay? Something that's making them feel quite limited. So you could be dealing with a Pisces. We also have Taurus and Virgo. Could be any sign though as far as, oh, we have Capricorn too. Could be any sign though. All right. Cancer. What do we have for Cancer and their person? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to take that long of a break if you're just popping on. I was numb a little bit, so my bad. Here we are. We're back in full throttle. We'll get on everything and all that good stuff. All right, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer and their person? Two more. What do we have for Cancer? And their person. We're kind of codependent. 3 shuffles. What do we have for Cancer and their person? Overall energy for you, Cancer. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength in reverse right under that. And the Sun card. 8 of Swords in reverse. Well, I do feel like you... Thank you, Sandra Gallardo. I appreciate that. Loving the braids and you being back on, Miss ya. Thank you. My sister French braided my hair and I love it when she does. Just keeps it on my face, but... Some people I don't like it. Some people like it. But I personally really like it. So I appreciate that. All right. So Cancer, you're definitely lashing out at someone here. I'm just going to be straight up with you. You're mad at someone. You may feel like you need to stand up to someone. I feel like you are still interested with that Knight of Pentacles, but with that, yeah, something's got you feeling nervous a little bit. Because you do love someone, Cancer. However, you may feel you do love someone, but you may feel like you need to stand up to someone this week. Okay. And it's not because you want to leave them or anything like that. It's more so because you want to work something out. You may feel like someone got a very superficial view on you. I mean, what's that 9 of Pentacles in reverse? The Page of Cups in reverse. And the Devil card. I feel like you don't like the way someone talks to you. Okay, it's either you don't like the way someone talks to you or you feel like this person is a nitpick. You may feel like this person is either picking you apart or picking a situation apart. And it's making you feel quite nervous. And you may find yourself ignoring someone this week, okay, or at least feeling the need to defend yourself. Okay, the 8 of Swords in reverse can be someone that's like, no, I see this shit pretty clear, okay? And yeah, I love you, but I'm not letting my love let me be stupid and naive and blindfolded. It's kind of like that energy. You do love someone, you're willing to forgive someone, but you also aren't willing to play stupid. Because you are interested, you just feel like you need to be cautious here with that Knight of Pentacles, and you may feel like someone is manipulating you, you may feel like someone isn't loyal, or you may feel like someone is just being very, selfish potentially. Or again, it could just be a superficial view that you feel like they got on you that makes you feel like they can talk however to you or whatever. So I feel like you feel a need to kind of stand up to someone this week, Cancer. And it's not because you want to leave them. It's more so because you want to get something straight. You feel like they got something twisted. Okay. I mean, what is this? One more, what this person got twisted. 5 of Wands in reverse. So you may feel like you're trying to help someone, Cancer. You may feel like you're trying to be there, maybe create some type of solution for someone. And you may feel like it just caused like an ego clash. Okay. So it's almost like you may feel like you're trying to be there for someone or help someone or create some type of solution around an issue between the two of you. And you feel like it just either caused an argument or continuously causes some type of misunderstanding. Okay. So maybe this week you're going to try to be there for someone and you feel like it causes an issue or some type of ego clash, and you may feel the need to defend yourself. You may feel like someone got your intentions or motives wrong about you. So yes, you're interested, but you also feel like now you can't be transparent because every time you're transparent with this person, it's taken as whatever way, it's taken as you just trying to get in their pants or you just trying to, whatever. Okay. So yeah. I feel like you're just trying to create solutions here around something that you feel is always an issue between the two of you. Or around an issue in regards to a family situation. And you feel like this person keeps taking it the wrong way. So, yeah, whoever you're dealing with, Cancer, this is someone that is, I'm not going to lie with you. This is someone that's acting a little bit stupid this week. Okay. This is someone that isn't really thinking about what they're saying. Okay. This is someone that is being they're kind of in self-preservation mode when it comes to how they view you and how they think things are and how they think things should be. They're a little bit in self-preservation mode. And I do see this person being quite withdrawn. Okay. And with that King of Swords in reverse, this person may kind of say things with no question, no desire to resolve things or understand. Okay, the King of Swords in reverse can sometimes speak from like a know-it-all type of place or speak from a place of not really wanting to understand or desiring to understand. They just think they know, so what's the point in talking about it? You know what I mean? I feel like this is someone that is quite solid in whatever their belief is that makes them think or talk in the way that they're talking. And with that Fool card, with the rest of the cards, your person may be acting a little bit foolish this week, where they're not really putting a whole lot of thought into what's coming out of their mouth. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. This kind of feels like, Cancer, someone that feels rejected, or they feel like you're not really considering their reality or you're not really prioritizing their reality. And they either feel rejected or they feel like you did abandon them at some point in time, whether you're abandoning them this week or whether you've abandoned them before. This is someone that feels like there's no way you feel that way, or there's no way this, that, and the third, because look at how I feel. Look at what you did to me. Look at whatever. Okay. If this was a long-term relationship, look at everything I've done for you and you've never given me anything in return. Like, this is someone that's feeling like there's no possible way you could feel the way you feel because you left me for so long, or you took all my resources, or whatever it may be. There's no possible way. And they may feel like you're in a space where you're not really considering how something impacted them or thrown them off balance. Okay. And this is someone that seems to be very almost overcommitted when it comes to their words. But the interesting thing is, Cancer, this kind of feels like someone that knows that they're being irrational, or they know they're being harsh. Why? Because they're waiting to see how you're going to react, or whether you're going to fight for them more, whether you're going to, you know, show up in some type of way. Like, this is someone that knows that they're being harsh, or knows that they're using this sad song, or justifying being harsh, or know it all because of something that you've done, but they're still waiting around to see if you're going to be back trying to fix it. Okay. But unfortunately, I don't really see this person showing too much empathy this week. King of Swords in reverse doesn't really have a whole lot of empathy, and he's a know-it-all. And because of something that made this person feel abandoned or not considered, something of that nature, it also makes them feel justified to make you feel some type of way. Hurt people, right? So, but it's not because they don't care, because they're still sitting around waiting. It's just a very pathetic approach to try to get something going. And I feel like you're kind of fed up with this person's approach. They're not fed up with this approach. Not yet. That's the best way I can explain it. So, and I do feel like this is also how this person protects. It's like a protective mechanism. That's Seven of Wands. But yeah, I don't see this person giving you too much wiggle room. But it's almost like they're giving you a tiny, tiny space, and they're going to see if you can get through it. You know what I mean? It's almost like that meme I've seen once. Like, it's like girls be waiting around. What is it? Girls be waiting around for a message after they block them, or something stupid like that. It's almost like this person could have completely cut you out of their life, and they're still kind of waiting around to see if you're going to try. And they're kind of being stupid a little bit, because something that made them feel abandoned, taken advantage of, or if it was a long-term relationship, they feel like they've got nothing out of it. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Virgo. We also have Capricorn and Aries. So yeah, I feel like this person is just trying to like tell you about yourself and see if you care enough to fix it. That's the best way I can explain it. Okay. All right. Leo. What do we have for Leo and their person? Nine of Pentacles in reverse came out. I don't know. What do we have for Leo and this person? One more. Leo and their person. What do we have for them? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Leo. Ace of Swords with the Six of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands. It seems like you're healing something with someone else. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there is some type of issue between you and someone else. Things may have taken some time. I feel like you're in a space where you have become a little bit more reserved with your energy, with your communication. Okay. I also feel, Leo, you may feel like something has humiliated you, or made you kind of second. If it didn't humiliate you, it made you kind of think about yourself. Okay. So there may have been some time here in a situation where you kind of had some time to think, time to regroup and get your thoughts together. I feel like a lot of you guys are more focused on your overall security, your money in this period of time, and you may feel the need to kind of remain focused on that. But I do see you and someone else getting somewhere. This doesn't really feel like a long-term relationship. This feels like you're hearing from someone that may have made you feel quite defensive. Okay, because I still feel like you're giving someone a very defensive energy, because you may feel like you're paying consequences for something here. Now, reverse the roles if you may. But I do see you and someone communicating after a period of disconnect. However, it's kind of making you feel a little bit rigid because of something that humiliated you or made you feel some type of way. So you are being quite defensive. The Six of Cups in reverse can more so be you and someone else coming together after growing up. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever like not talked to someone for quite some time, a few months, even a couple weeks? Maybe there was an issue that wasn't that deep, and it feels like you and someone that you had an issue with are coming together in a new energy. Okay, where you're both like, okay, that was stupid, or like, sorry. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're receptive to it, but you are not, you're not giving it your all either. You're not being overly generous with your time and energy, because this is something you've thought about a lot. Like, how could I have done this better? How could I have not made myself look so stupid? How could I have not been so whatever? Okay, this is something that you thought about a lot. Like, if this person comes back around, this is how I'm going to be. And I feel like you're receptive to this person coming back around, but you're also slightly humiliated by something that has already occurred. Okay, which is why you're remaining focused and you're not really giving a whole lot of energy, and you are quite defensive. But you're open, you're curious in regards to like, okay, if the two of you approach this differently, could this work? You're going to try. You see it as something valuable enough to try. It could be someone you work with as well. It doesn't have to be. Because I do feel like this person, Leo, this is someone that is trying to be more cooperative, or they're trying to get on the same page. You could work with this person and maybe trying to collaborate with you in some way, or work on something with you. I do feel like this person is also dealing with fears when it comes to communicating or getting on the same page with you. Why? Because of something that gave them the wrong impression. The Hangman in reverse can be someone that presents themselves to be quite egotistic, but really they're just presenting themselves in that way because of a certain narrative that they already have on that experience, which has them quite defensive, feeling like maybe I can't be too vulnerable, whatever it may be. Because yeah, I feel like this person is fearing getting on the same page, but they're going to try anyway, but they're keeping it very baseline, very surface level. There is an attempt here to make improvements. Woo, Ace of Cups, Chariot in reverse, maybe coming in a moment of weakness. But I also feel like it's coming from a place of like, okay, I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of things not really moving forward, things not going anywhere. Constantly thinking about Leo and whether the two of you can work something out. It's almost like someone is kind of scattered or all over the place, and they're trying to make improvements in that regard. Okay. Because even if you're the one that done them wrong, okay, I don't know how it played out. It could be reversed, whatever. This is someone that still thinks about you a lot. Okay. Where they're in a space of like really desiring to work something out with you, or get on the same page, or be more cooperative. So I do see this person trying to come in and get on the same page with you, but it does seem to be very baseline. And I feel like you're open to just that baseline type of energy, because it's already kind of awkward. Your defense is already up. You know what I mean? There's certain things that you don't want to bring up again. You just want to move forward. So I like this. This does feel new, or it feels like two people coming together that grew up. Like the both of you are realizing that whatever issues you had are not really worth holding grudges for. Okay, it kind of feels like that. So it could be a Cancer, could also be a Pisces or a Virgo. Be any sign though. All right, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo and their person? Five of Wands just came out, Virgo. Oh, the two of you can't get along. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not going to talk on it too much. Three shuffles. What do we have for Virgo and their person? Let's get infinite. I'm having a hard time seeing the computer tonight, but three shuffles. Emperor in reverse just showed its face. Control issues. Someone has control issues. I don't know. I'm not going to talk on it too much. Overall energy for you, Virgo, the Fool in reverse and the Justice in reverse. Well, Empress in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like you are the one that has control issues, Virgo. Okay, reversed if you want. Okay, but based off the cards, I feel like you're having a hard time letting someone in, or you're having a hard time giving into a situation, even being honest in a situation. Okay. It's like you're having a hard time being honest or taking accountability for some type of truth or whatever the situation is. I don't really see you giving this person too much wiggle room at all. I think it's all coming down to, Virgo, you not having the faith in something, which is causing you to justify not really giving too much energy into the situation. You may also, what's that Ace of Wands in reverse? Seven of Swords. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You know what this feels like, Virgo? It's kind of like when you get with someone and they put it all on the table for you, or they take you on dates, they do whatever, they give it all to you, and you know, one thing happens. How do I say? Because this kind of feels like you're being underhanded towards someone, or you're trying to put a stop to someone, you know, how do you say? It's like someone maybe have, how do I say this? Because I feel like you're being underhanded because you feel like someone isn't finishing what they started with you. Someone isn't following through with some type of plan they had with you. It's that type of energy. And I feel like even if you're not in communication with this person, you're still spying on them with that Seven of Swords. And there's a lack of guilt or regret that you hold in regards to the situation. And it's almost like you're refusing to budge here. Ultimately, because I feel like you're lacking the faith, potentially because of maternal influence. It doesn't have to be. That makes you feel like this would be dysfunctional on a whole. But I feel like you're in a space of feeling frustrated, maybe getting your digs in there, or being underhanded because you feel like someone is not in full support of you, because you feel like they've bailed, or you feel like they're not finishing what they started with you, or you feel like they say they want all this with you, but they're lacking a plan. There's something like that. And it's almost like, Virgo, you're expecting more than you're giving. Kind of feels like that. And I feel like that's where the control issues is coming from. Because I feel like you're irritated by a person or irritated by a situation. You are putting a stop to this person, or you're trying to put a stop to this person. I mean, what is Virgo putting a stop to? Sorry. I feel like Five of Wands. I feel like you just disagree. Okay, you're not willing to agree to disagree. You disagree, and that's it. There's something you and this person are disagreeing on, and I feel like you're refusing to budge, or you're refusing to compromise. You're refusing to create some type of solution. You're in a space of it is what it is, you know, tough love, bud. You know what I mean? And you may feel like this person has become a little bit more greedy with their energy, and you're just not budging. Like, you're not budging. You're kind of coming from a space of like, you don't really support me, or this doesn't really make any sense. Or if you did support me, you would do this, that, and the third. Or if you did, I don't know. I don't know, Virgo. I don't know what you're doing. Because right now, this week, you're coming from a place of feeling unsupported, feeling like someone doesn't give a fuck, but also being aware of external circumstances that may have caused this person to be a little bit more greedy or reserved, but it kind of makes you just feel like they're just not really committal, or they wasn't really planning on committing to you in the first place. It's almost like when you manifest your fears. And I feel like you are being underhanded with this person, or that's how the two of you got into the situation, because you were underhanded with this person in regards to you're not really that serious, or how are you gonna, you know, be committed to me if you don't have time for me, or something like that. It kind of feels like one of those situations where you kind of picked at someone and it kind of pushed someone away. And now you're in a space of lacking the faith, but still not regretting however you address the situation. You don't regret it. And I feel like it's because you lack the faith. So you never really had hope to begin with. You do feel unsupported though. You feel neglected by someone this week. All right, just give me one more on that Empress in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. A lot of you guys are just drained by your current circumstances that may have nothing to do with that person. Like, you may feel, you know, like there's not really a whole lot of growth happening for you, or you may not really feel the most energized this week. You may feel overextended as well. But I also feel like there's this in and out energy coming from you, Virgo, where you may be wanting this person's attention, but also not willing to give anything into the situation. And you don't even have guilt or regret, or you're not really, you're seeing it very black and white. Okay, there's some, I mean, what did this person do that makes Virgo not give a fuck? Queen of Wands. Maybe this is one of those situations where you feel like this person just can handle it. You know what I mean? Like the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you may feel like this person is just all about their work or all about their status, all about appearing a certain way. And it's almost like you're trying to break someone. Wait, yeah, that's why you don't feel guilty. Because how you're seeing this person is, you know, they're all about their work anyway. They're all about their money. They're all about their status. So you feel like you can, okay? You may even see this as someone that is making changes to their appearance or, you know, putting their foot down. You may feel like they're also very rigid in regards to the situation. You may also feel like this person is putting their foot down because of jealousy, which is leading you to not really have regret in regards to how you're handling it. But you may be trying to like break someone is what this feels like, which is why you lack a conscience, because you may feel like this person made plans with you. They're not finishing what they started, and it's creating some issues. And it's also creating you to not really have a whole lot of regret or guilt in how you're addressing the situation, when it really all comes down to you not having the faith, is what I feel. What was at the bottom? Yeah, justice in reverse. Like, I don't really feel like you're being fair. That's the best way to explain it. Okay. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Virgo, whoever you're dealing with, this person wants you so bad. They want you so bad. Okay. This is someone that has a shit ton of love for you. But they're also trying to keep the peace. Okay. They may feel like there's nothing they can do that's going to suit you. This person is coming from a place where they may feel like they have to deny their own emotions. The moon in reverse can be someone that feels like they're wearing a mask on an emotional level, but they feel like they need to do that because they feel taken for granted of, yes. Or they're feeling like they already got enough on their plate. And I feel like this person loves the shit out of you. I do see this person. I mean, give me one more on the Ace of Cups. Queen of Swords in reverse. So they feel like there's already some type of offer on the table, or they feel they're trying to offer their love and support, but they feel like you're not receptive toward it. If anything, they feel like you're quite malicious or judgmental, harsh with them. And this is someone that is in a space of like kind of keeping the door open, I guess you could say, but also feeling like they have to wear a false mask when it comes to their emotions because they feel taken for granted of, or they feel like they already got a shit ton on their plate. And they feel like you may not really have a whole lot of tolerance for them. Okay. Just give me one more on the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the Eight of Swords in reverse. You could be dealing with a Cancer, because I feel like Cancer was a little bit in this energy where someone feels like they need to it's like this person feels like they need to free themselves from the situation because they feel like you're not receptive. They feel like you have no empathy for them. They do love the shit out of you, but they're also trying to keep the peace for themselves. They're keeping the door open, but they're also not willing to go into the unknown realm of loving Virgo because they feel like they already got enough on their plate, or they feel taken for granted of. They do still stress about you or think about you though, but they're trying to move on with themselves. Six of Swords, Four of Swords. This is someone that is going into a space of like disconnecting from the situation, or if you live with them, they're kind of giving you this silent treatment because they're sick of arguing with you. It's like this is someone that's just going with the flow, more so prioritizing their mental health or what's good for their own sanity. And they feel like this is not good for their sanity. Okay? They do want you though. There is love. They just feel... There's also an element where they either feel like you are maybe judgmental toward them or harsh with them, which is causing them to feel the need like, okay, this is enough. Or this is someone that's not receptive to offer love towards you because they're either avoiding being embarrassed, blamed, or victimized in a situation. Okay? So you could be dealing with a Taurus. We also have Aries, Pisces, Cancer. Could be any sign as far as elements go. right, I'll be right back, guys. Maybe. Come on. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, dog. All right. All right, Libra. Let's get Courtney. Is that Courtney? No, that's not Courtney Kinsel. All right, what do we have for Libra and their person? Am I even in the video? What do we have for Libra? And their person. 3 shuffles. Ooh. All right, so overall energy for you, Libra, we have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords. Okay. Well, Libra, I feel like you got a lot of communication coming in, okay? You got a lot of communication coming in from someone that doesn't really seem to have a problem communicating. I do feel like someone has the intention of, you know, being vulnerable with you, pouring their heart out to you. However, there's also some, you know, walls between the two of you, external circumstances that this person is aware about. This person is feeling like you are having a hard time being vulnerable with them because of something you're aware about. Maybe you feel like you need to be wise in the situation because of some type of external circumstance. Maybe there was an upheaval between the two of you. Maybe someone's not even single. I just got to put that out there. Something here, it's like you're receptive to talk to this person, but you're also in a space where you're aware that something has not changed. Okay. And I'm not going to lie with you. This kind of feels like a past person that you've at least had some type of shenanigans with. Okay. Whether you hooked up, whether you dated, there is some type of past energy here because you're welcoming this person into your life, even though nothing has changed. So there's still something that you may need to ask yourself, why am I doing that? Okay, have I not learned the lesson? What's going on here? Or there's something where it's a new person, but it's a similar experience to what you've dealt with before. Okay, so maybe you left someone because they drank too much, and you're meeting a guy that drinks a lot, but they say they don't want to drink so much. They want to quit all of a sudden, you know, something like that. So it's something where you've already dealt with this person, same situation, or it's a person with a similar situation that you've dealt with before. I feel like you're receptive to talk to this person. You may get the sense that this person is quite entitled to talk to you, or you may feel like they're overly confident talking to you, and that kind of makes you feel some type of way. But I do see a love offer coming through from someone that nothing has changed. Okay, nothing has changed, whether they're not single, whether they still have this same view on you. I don't know what's going on there, but nothing has changed. So, but you are receptive to it. Why is Libra receptive to it? Honestly, I feel like this person has you intrigued. You're intrigued by this person. You find yourself looking at their socials often. You find yourself, just for whatever reason, being intrigued, wanting to see where it can go, wanting to see if they have anything else to say, wanting to see if they really do follow through with their word. Okay, so you have interest in someone. You're receptive to talk to this person. You may kind of like this person, Libra, because of how open they are and vulnerable and available they make themselves. You may like that because it makes you feel like you can say and be whatever, and they're still going to be there. Okay, I just got to put that out there because with that Queen of Wands in reverse, you may be like pushing for a certain objective here, or you may be, you know, you may feel like you can act a certain way and they're just always going to be there. I don't know. There's something like that. It's like this person is just overloading you with attention and communication and availability, and you like that, but you're also aware that something needs to change. But you're curious in regards to where it can go. Okay, so honestly, I feel like you like this person. I think you like the attention, or you like the you know, the package. you like the attention, or you like the bed. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So whoever you're dealing with, Libra. So this is someone that is definitely taking initiative because they feel like you have a fear of communicating or a fear of making plans because you don't want to do something you're going to regret. They definitely get a sense that there's a fear of vulnerability on your part, but they're also coming from a place of not wanting to lose you, not wanting to lose a possible commitment with you as well. I do feel like this person has good intentions, but you may be dealing with someone that acts before they really think. Oh, Chariot in reverse and the Ten of Swords, the Star. This is someone that feels like they're going through something that's not in their control. And I feel like they're quite frustrated. They may be, you know, playing victim about something, or they may authentically be having a hard time wrapping their head around something, but they're still in a space of having a hard time knowing how to move forward. This person does have hope with you, but they also feel like it's almost like this person doesn't really know where they stand with you. There's a loss of direction here with you. And I feel like this person is inspired to pursue you because they feel like, okay, well, are we making headway, or is Libra interested? It's almost like you're giving someone just enough hope to keep trying. And they are very attracted to you, Libra. They do feel like this has potential for something long term. It's almost like you're giving someone just enough hope. This person does feel like you have insecurities toward them, Libra, and it's almost motivating them. I feel like this is someone that is motivated to prove you wrong, or they're motivated to kind of get a better reputation with you. I don't really feel like this person is thinking, though. I feel like they're getting lost in the sauce a little bit, because they lack a plan, but they're also coming from a place of trying to get you to see them differently without anything actually changing. They do have faith with you. They are very attracted to you as well. Something could be occurring in your life as well, Libra, that they're seeing or they're noticing. And it's kind of making them feel like they have to take initiative to avoid losing you. I don't know, maybe you say you got posted for a job across country or something. Like something is triggering this person to take initiative. Or maybe you're just looking sexy today. I don't know. Okay. But they're definitely inspired to talk. And I feel like you're open to it. But I don't really know. I don't think you have like deep, deep feelings for this person, though. I feel like you're just, this person holds your attention. That's all. And you like the way they make you feel. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. We also have Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus, Aquarius, or Cancer. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? Four shuffles. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? Two more. Three shuffles. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? Overall energy for you, Scorpio, is the Ace of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles right under that. Okay. So I feel like you're lacking closure with someone. So I feel like, okay, let's just put it this way, Scorpio. I feel like you're receiving a return on energy from something that you've already invested into, but this person is coming through avoiding some type of issue. There's some type of issue between the two of you. They seem to be avoiding it. It kind of makes you feel like maybe this person lacks maturity, or they lack awareness, or they don't feel the same, something like that. It's almost like a tone deaf energy you're getting from someone. And there is something that, yes, you have invested into, you're receiving a return, but it's almost confusing you more so because you're not really sure, like, are we just going to ignore what I said last week? It's that type of energy. Or are we just going to ignore the fucking amazing love we just made last night? Oh, Lord have mercy. It's like, you're receiving a return, but you feel like this person is just ignoring something deep and it's bothering you. And I do feel like there's an opportunity to go on a date with someone, or to communicate, to have some type of reunion with someone. But I feel like you have a lot of inner conflict because you feel like something is being overlooked. That's the best way I can explain it. You feel like something is being overlooked. What's this Five of Wands about? The Emperor in reversed. You feel like someone just is, you know, Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're intimidated to invest into the situation because you feel like someone is you know, taking you for granted, or someone is not really showing up in the way you need them to. Maybe you're in a space of not really wanting to open up some type of can of worms again. It's kind of like that because of the way something already made you feel. So something hurt you deeply. You're kind of wondering, do I want to open this can of worms up again? They're already being tone deaf, or they're already playing stupid to a deeper issue, or they're kind of playing me like every other boo when they said they wanted to marry me like last week, something like that. Or you feel like they're being tone deaf to something, and it's leaving you at a loss here when it comes to how to address the situation. But I do see someone trying to connect with you, take you on a date. But you may get this energy like it's just friends, and that's confusing you. Or again, it's just like that tone deaf type of energy. So I don't know. You may get mad at this person, Scorpio, if I'm going to be honest with you, depending on how deep it is. So you're either going to be very honest with this person and say your 2 cents, even if it causes an argument, because you rather keep your dignity than put yourself in the situation again, or you're just going to have a hard time coping with what to do because you feel like this situation is going to, you know, hurt you in some way, emotionally, mentally, whatever it may be. But I do feel like for some of you, you're going to get mad at this person as if, you know, they took advantage of you, or they're taking advantage of you, or they took you for granted, or like, why is it, you know, why does it always have to work like this? Like, you may feel like this person's stringing you along, and that's painful for you. There's something here that's very painful for you. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Scorpio, all right, so this is someone that does want you, Scorpio, but they're also very defensive. And when they get defensive, or when they feel like you're attacking them, or when they feel like you're pointing something out that they don't want you to see, their wall goes up and they start to act a little bit foolishly. I do feel as well this is someone that is aware that they're being put in a position where they need to defend themselves or explain themselves in regards to something that caused you to let go of this or not care so much, or this person may have took a gamble with you and lost. Okay. Or again, something occurred here that made you not care. And it's kind of making this person quite defensive while simultaneously trying to act like everything's calm, cool, and collected in their life. Because I do feel like you're dealing with someone that has a lot of pride. They have a lot of pride in regards to, you know, like this person doesn't want you to think they want you. That's the best way I can explain it. All they're aware about is something occurred where they lost control, or something occurred that, you know, they no longer have control. This person may also feel like there's something to do with a vehicle in their life that caused some issues. I'm just going to put that out there. But this person is lacking direction when it comes to you because nothing is moving forward. And I feel like this person is missing the way you make them feel. They're wanting your attention, but they're also feeling quite defensive in regards to how much energy they're willing to give into this. I do see them trying to make improvements, but the way this person is trying to make improvements with you may piss you off or may trigger you, because the Six of Swords can be like going with the flow, or it's like whatever happens, happens. If it's meant to be, it will be. But I feel like this person's approach is going to trigger you a little bit. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the moment you start picking this person's approach apart, or the moment you start, you know, sulking, and I'm not saying you don't have a reason to feel a certain way, but the moment you start giving this person a run for their money, they're just going to say, fuck this. Because I don't see this person taking accountability for something, or I don't see them being honest about something. They're not willing to be honest about something. Okay, they're just going to see it as too much work, or you know, man, women are difficult, or men, like whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is someone that is just kind of looking for peace. Okay, they're looking for, you know, the home, the kids, the picket fence, but they're not willing to entertain anything that may be required to entertain to actually work this out with you. Okay, because yeah, sometimes there's bumps in the road and that just happens, but I don't really see this person taking accountability with that justice in reverse. I don't see them being fair, and I don't see them willing to own up to something. But there will be an attempt to, you know, go out, go on a date, or get your attention in some way, but there's a lack of, like, I don't feel like it's deep enough for you, if I'm going to be honest. You know what I mean, Scorpio? I don't feel like this is deep enough for you, or this person isn't showing you a depth that you're desiring from them, or they're just not being honest with you. Whatever it is, you're not here for it. I feel like you have a very difficult time letting this person go, though, but you also are avoiding being hurt or abandoned or discarded because they don't really care that much, apparently, you know. So you could be dealing with a Libra. We also have Gemini, Cancer, and Aries. So I feel like you're getting a weak attempt from someone. Okay. All right. Sagittarius. Nine of Swords came out, Sagittarius. Let's see. What do we have for Sagittarius? And they're with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Lord have mercy. You got cards flying out left, right, and center. Nine of Wands. Okay. I don't know what to say about that just yet. So two more. What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? Three shuffles. What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? Overall energy for you, Sagittarius, we have the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands right under that, the Death card, the World. Well, there's definitely something coming to an end, making way for a new beginning with that Two of Wands. So there is a new beginning, but you're fighting it. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. I feel like you're having a hard time. I feel like you guys this week just aren't in the best headspace when it comes to love. Okay, you could be thinking irrationally when it comes to someone's level of emotion for you, or someone's willingness to have something solid and long-term with you. Because I do feel like you have a lot of inner conflict. You may be quite argumental with someone. You may be kind of picking at someone. And I do feel like even though there's this feels new. The Two of Wands is something new, okay? Or something that's taking you out of your comfort zone. It's kind of putting you in a position where you can reflect and think on what you truly want. If this is good for you, it may, again, take you out of your comfort zone. But I feel with that Death in the World, you're still, you know, you're still in the aftermath, let's just put it that way, of something here that came to an end, because you're thinking quite irrationally when it comes to this person, or when it comes to whether you're even receptive to a commitment right now. Because I feel like overall you're just holding back and feeling like, fuck that. I'll just stay on my power, thank you. It's kind of like that. You're in a space where you're not really overly receptive to a new person, simply because the moment you feel some type of trigger or issue, it's like you just say, fuck that. You know, you're just not overly thrilled about the idea of a relationship right now. And again, for some of you, it's because you just came out of something, so you're still registering that. For others of you, you just feel like that's the smart thing to do. That's where You seem to be overcoming a lot of personal hurdles in your life with that Strength card, you know, concluding something in your life, and you're in a space where you just are trying to get back in your power or remain in your power. Give me one more on that Magician with the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like you guys are still stressing or thinking about something that's one-sided or not reciprocated. And all of your intellect and mental energy with that Magician is more so being put into what's in your control. And when it comes to new people coming in your life, because again, with this Two of Wands, I feel like, really? Really? Lord have mercy. So with this Two of Wands, I feel like, sorry, my sister is fucking crazy. With this Two of Wands, I feel like there's someone here that's showing interest, but you're not really letting them in. Why? Because you're still all up in your head about something that's one-sided, or there's just something going on in your life that's just making you very unhappy, which is not really making you receptive to anything long-term right now. But the good news is you seem to be getting back in your power, focusing on what's in your control, overcoming any personal adversities you had that caused you to hold back in the first place. But I feel like you're kind of fighting off anything new. Okay, let's just put it that way. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Sagittarius, well, I feel like you do have someone here that's being very honest about their desires with you. Okay, but they seem to be, this kind of feels like someone that may be a little bit too overbearing for you, because this is someone that's feeling neglected. They feel like you don't support them. They feel like you don't love them. They feel like the two of you aren't seeing eye to eye on some things. I do see this person this week being honest about their desires with you, like I said, but they feel like you have a lot of fears associated with them, or they feel like you're not really communicating. They may feel like you're leaving them unread, that type of energy. And it's a mystery to them. It's like, why is Sagittarius doing that? And I feel like this person is going to choose to kind of withdraw or be a little bit more reserved when it comes to their authentic desires, because they don't really feel like you care. I do feel like things may get a little bit more pushy with this person before it gets, before the resistance fades, because they are feeling neglected, or they feel like you don't care. They feel like, well, maybe Sagittarius doesn't really desire a partnership, or whatever it may be. They are being honest about their desires, but they feel like you have too many fears, or they feel like you keep leaving them on red, and it makes them feel like, yeah, I do feel like you're dealing with someone that is very self-aware. Okay, let's just put it that way. And they're aware when a situation is making them feel some type of way. And when they recognize something is making them feel some type of way, they're kind of going right back into their regular protocols of how they handle feeling neglected or feeling unsupported, whatever it may be. So I do see this person over time disconnecting because they feel like you keep leaving them on red, or they feel like you're not really, you know, whatever. But they feel like at the end of the day, they're being honest with you about what their desires are, or they're trying. And what is this person's desires with Sagittarius? Okay. Five of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this is someone, oh, Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is someone that may be trying to follow your lead a little bit. And in the process of trying to have some type of partnership with you, this is someone that is being super transparent about their reality. So you may be dealing with someone that's already overextended. They're aware they're overextended, but they're still trying to make room or prioritize a relationship. Okay, so that could be the issue too. It may be just too much. Okay, I mean, why is Sagittarius fighting it off? Five of Wands, Page of Cups. You may feel like this person's a little bit immature. Ace of Pentacles. Well, I feel like you're fighting it off because you may feel like this person wants something long-term, but you also may feel like they're a little bit immature. For some of you, you just don't really know if you want this or not. I feel like this is a personal inner conflict that you're having, because you're kind of looking at that fish like, do I want you, or do I really care? This kind of feels like the new stages of a relationship, or those new feelings where you see the potential, but you have a lot of inner conflict because you're not receptive to anything just yet. You have about a situation. Did that just black out? All right. So I feel like when it comes to your person's desires, this is someone that is very attracted to you. They may be overcommitting themselves to you. This is someone that's already overextended, but they're being very transparent. They're following your lead. Okay. It's someone that's giving you a rundown like of their schedule and how their day plays out, and seeing if you can make time for them, or telling you about every issue they have and seeing if you'll still accept them, you know. I don't know. What is Sagittarius's issue with this person? 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 9 of Wands. Well, I feel like you just feel like it's a waste of time. If I'm going to be honest with you, you feel like it would be a waste of time, or you feel like this person makes a lot of poor investments with their life and you're not really sure if you want to let yourself, you know, what if you want to be a part of that. You're also feeling quite wounded already, maybe a little bit defensive in regards to why you're not investing into the situation, and you may feel like this person makes you feel some type of way because you need time, space, or whatever it may be. So I don't know. I feel like it kind of feels like one of those situations where this person is ready for a relationship and you're not. You're more focused on your own struggles or overcoming your own battles, or potentially moving on from something that's one-sided or something that's just causing a lot of unhappiness. So I would expect this person to be honest about their desires with you this week, but it, you know, like, because I feel like this person is desiring to have something with you while maybe not having a whole lot of time with you. They're kind of in and out, trying to make something from nothing, trying to make something while already being overextended in their life. And you may not really be sure if you want that. You may see it as a little bit dysfunctional for your life or your reality. It doesn't really make any sense to you. You don't even know why it makes sense for this person. It's like, what? This looks like a waste of time. Anyway, so I feel like you're just going through your own struggles right now, Sagittarius. Kind of like keeping your options open or playing things by ear, really. But you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Libra, Pisces, strong Taurus, Leo. Could be any sign as far as elements go. I feel like this turned or something, did it? I don't know. What's good, girl? Hey, Tasha. It is. Even though when it comes to moons, like the new moon and the full moon, I always watch, like I always listen for my rising sign. They say you should watch your rising sign. So, but yeah, I suppose. All right, what do we have for, who am I on? It's Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn and their person? 3 shuffles. Page of Wands when it's come out with Capricorn. So I do feel like, I don't know, there's some type of communication happening. For whatever reason, I want to say like you're ignoring it though. Look, Queen of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're getting communication, but you're not really receptive to it. Page of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. What are you doing? Fool in reverse. I feel like you are just in a space, Capricorn, of like, fuck this. Sorry, I don't want to laugh at that, but because yeah, I feel like I feel like you are receiving communication, but you're definitely not being vulnerable. You're not in the mood to be vulnerable. You're kind of holding back from saying anything impulsive. You're trying to be the bigger person. I feel like you're in a space where you just want to focus on you. I'm not going to lie with you. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, that can be a very superficial energy, wanting to focus on more material things, you know, putting an overemphasizing intellect and logic and, you know, feeling quite content in your know-it-all perspectives. And I'm not saying you're being a know-it-all, but you're in a space where that's what you want to do right now. Why? Because you want to focus on you. You may feel like, you know, you need some time for you. You're in a space where you kind of want to spoil yourself. You're not really open to being a team or being all domesticated or some shit. It's like you don't really have faith in you know, whatever is coming through here. You don't have a whole lot of faith. I do feel like you're receiving a lot of attention. You may be getting spoiled. Someone may be trying to, I mean, give me one more on that 9 of Pentacles. Someone with a star and the High Priestess. I feel like there's someone here that sees you as unattainable. Why? Because you are unattainable. You're not faking the energy. You're not faking the frequency. You're in a space where you're unattainable. Okay, and someone's inspired by it. Someone wants this High Priestess who's a mystery to them, very sensual type of energy. And I feel like like you are someone's muse, not to be all corny and cheesy, but I do feel like you're becoming someone's muse where you're inspiring them, but you're inspiring them through you being unattainable or you just being the one for them, even though you're not really getting on the same page. So, I don't know, but that's kind of what this feels like. I also feel like you have a lot of desire, and you know, the more you start to feel rejuvenated yourself, the more inspired you are to just kind of focus on yourself this week. But I do feel like someone may be trying to spoil you or give you some type of attention, but you don't seem to be willing to cooperate with this person. I don't even feel like you take this person seriously, if I'm going to be honest with you. Especially if they keep putting themselves in a situation where, you know, it's almost like someone's making themselves too available to you. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But I feel like you're in a space where you're trying to make yourself unattainable. You are making yourself unattainable. It's really that simple. So you're good kind of thing. Like you're just focusing on you, doing you. That's cool with you. Okay. I like it. It's a nice energy. So I do feel like you're being harsh or you're kind of jumping to conclusions with someone, but it's just because you know an underlying sort of truth that this person doesn't know. And that is that you need this time for you. You're not, I mean, when people try to make you feel bad because you're being overly critical or you're jumping to conclusions or whatever, it's like, too bad. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, wow, I'm so terrible. You know, leave. If I'm so terrible. It's almost like you're in a space of like not really giving someone too much wiggle room, but you have no empathy because it's like, what? Why do you keep putting yourself out there then? Oh, I'm supposed to feel bad because you keep being emotional and all that shit? You know. Anyway, this feels like someone new, by the way. It's almost like someone is kind of, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, but it's like someone is like messaging you long paragraphs and all this and you're just cold toward it. You're not really feeling it. You know what I mean? So you may even feel like this person is kind of coming at you like they're a know-it-all and they know what's good for you and they know what you should be doing and all of that. And you're just like, no. Okay. It's like Meghan Trainor. No. So anywho, whoever you're dealing with, Capricorn. So this is someone that does feel a very intense connection with you, okay? They're in a space where they're avoiding being destructive when it comes to their communication. They are very optimistic. They are quite attracted to you as well. This is someone that's also, if you have a history with this person, or even if you don't, this is someone that is trying to make really good choices when it comes to what they say, what they don't say. They may be overthinking their communication because they're trying to be wise and there's something they're aware about where they may feel like it's almost like someone that doesn't want to mess this up. Okay, the Knight of Swords in reverse can sometimes be a little bit of a coward because he's avoiding being directly honest and saying his truth, but sometimes it's because they don't want to be destructive, you know, they don't want to burn this bridge. And I feel like you're dealing with someone that is holding back a very direct truth because they're trying to be wise. They're trying to keep things light. They do feel a very strong connection with you. What's that Knight of Swords in reverse? What are they holding back? The Sun. How happy you make them. The King of Cups. See what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. This is someone that is holding back how fucking happy you make them, how much they love you, how much you inspire them, how, you know, how much they want to be there for you, how they see you going through struggles and they want to be there to hold you. It's a very nurturing type of energy. This is someone that sees, it's like, this is someone that wants to give you their all. They want to, you know, love you as the way that represents truly how they feel, but they're holding back because they feel like that would push you away. That's the best way I can explain that. So a lot of intensity coming from this person. And what's weird, I mean, not weird, but it may be kind of making you kind of like roll your eyes at it a little bit, is this person does love the shit out of you. You are literally this person's pocket full of sunshine. But when it comes to their communication, they're kind of keeping things light or like whatever, you know, but it's because they don't want to burn this bridge. Like they don't want to push you away. This is someone that's also very hard on themselves. And I'm not saying it's your responsibility to be their cheerleader right off the bat, but they are quite hard on themselves because they feel like there isn't an opportunity. And honestly, I don't really feel like you are giving them an opportunity, but it's not because of them. It's more so because of you, because there's something you're aware about when it comes to your need to focus on you. So this is someone that's kind of holding a lot of love. They're trying to be wise when it comes to their love. They're trying to not push their love on you. But I do see them communicating. But unfortunately, it's coming from their perspective of how you view them. And I don't know, how does Capricorn view this person? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You feel like this person, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you feel like this person would be a waste of time simply because of a lack of investment, or because this person never really follows through with what they say they're going to do. You may also feel like this person is not really open to anything serious or long-term. You may feel like they're very unstable too. You may feel like they don't prioritize themselves enough, where it's like, how can we be a team if you don't even got your own thing going on? You know, oh, we're supposed to come together and then somehow be a team and whatever. It's like you may feel like this person isn't really your type, simply because of a lack of investment, poor investments, or you feel like this person is not really, it's like you feel like this person isn't really following through with anything. It's like you feel like you're not getting enough from this person, and it makes you feel like it's not really your type, or you feel like they're not really stable or desiring stability. For those of you, I just got to put this out there too, that now that I'm looking at it, for those of you where this was something long-term and established, you feel like this person, you may feel like this person doesn't actually love you. You feel like they only care about money, shared resources. You may feel like this person, you know, only wants to talk money or only wants to talk superficial shit. It's like you feel like they don't actually love you. Okay, so either way, you are getting communication from this person. I don't really feel like you're giving it any wiggle room though. It's like, I feel like you want to break. This is an energy where it's like, I just want to break. I don't want a man or a woman right now. I don't want any of that right now. Like, I can't even think properly. I'm not in the right mind frame. It's like, you just want to focus on yourself. It's kind of what this feels like. You could be dealing with a Leo though. We have Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius, and Aries. What do we have for Aquarius? What do we have for Aquarius and their person? What's good? I'm Thomas. Three more. What do we have for Aquarius and their person. Three shuffles. Man, why is this guy coming out all the time for everybody today? So, okay, overall energy for you, Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Ace of Swords in reverse right under that. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you're having a hard time knowing what to say to somebody because it's like you feel like you're not really getting anywhere, or honestly, there just may be a lack of confidence in the situation for whatever reason, because you may feel unvalued. It's like you may feel like this person doesn't value you or care too much, or things aren't really improving between the two of you. There seems to be a shit ton of resistance when it comes to communication for you, Aquarius, the mind space, how to make improvements with someone or how to address the situation. It's like, ultimately, I feel like you're just going to play dumb, okay? Or just try to get on the same page in a very superficial way. Because I do see you trying to seize an opportunity with someone, but it's coming from like, who else got this? You could be dealing with a Leo, I believe, because Leo was with someone that was doing this, where there may be some issues or things that kind of cause some upheaval or unwelcome change between the two of you. But I feel like you're in a space where you're like, fuck it, like, you know what I mean? We're all human or something like that. I feel like you're kind of, you know, trying to make peace with someone with that Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You're trying to make peace with someone. I'm just going to be real with you. For some of you, it may be because you don't really have a backup plan with that Two of Pentacles in reverse. Or if there was some type of issue, you never really had a backup plan in regards to how you were going to address this. Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, you know, feeling like maybe someone won't reconsider, but also feeling like, it's almost like you feel like you don't have the contingencies. Okay, this is going to sound really bad, but it's like if you're living with this person, you may be in a space of like, well, I got no other choice. Boo, we got kids together. We got this, like, we got no other choice. So you may be trying to like spruce things up. So if you're in a relationship with this person, you may feel like, okay, I need to make peace with this person because I got no other choice. Okay, or things are already a fucking mess. Like our emotions are the last thing we need to be talking about, or something like that. So, okay, you may feel like financially things are a little bit out of order. So that's causing, you know, some stress in the home. Now, if this is more of a superficial thing, I feel like you just feel like someone doesn't care anymore and you're like, fuck it, like let's just try to make something from nothing, get on the same page. I feel like you're trying to be a little bit more cooperative. You do see this as someone that is very similar to you, and because of that, it makes you feel like home. But that similarity is exactly what causes issues between the two of you, because when things get a little bit hectic or haywire, or when there's upheaval, the both of you address the situation the same way. And that makes you feel like home, but it also makes you feel like someone's got to budge. It's one of those types of situations. So I feel like you're kind of budging when it comes to you and someone else, that you feel the two of you do have a lot of similarities, but you also feel like there was some type of upheaval that you may have chose to keep to yourself for quite some time because it made you feel like this person feels entitled to you or something like that. And it made you feel some type of way and you didn't like it. So you may have rebelled against it, but now you're in a space of like, fuck it. I mean, it's full moon in Gemini. Donna Stellhorn, she was addressing it on her channel, and she was kind of talking about it like we're breaking the rules a little bit. You know, full moon in Gemini, breaking the rules. That's literally how she classified that video. But I feel like you're kind of breaking your own rules because it's like, whatever. This person makes me happy. We have issues, but whatever. But if you live with this person, it may be kind of coming down to like, financially things are a mess. Let's just grow up and make this work. Okay. even though you're still pissed with how much of a, you know, bully or whatever someone is. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Aquarius, this is someone that's quite defensive towards you, and I'm not really sure why. What's causing that frustration with the Ace of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles? One more. Eight of Wands in reversed. So this is someone that may feel like you're intentionally distancing yourself from them, okay? And this is someone that's trying to respect whatever that distance is. Eight of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles. So this is someone that is aware of some type of external circumstance, so they may feel like you're trying to keep your space from them. Like even if you live with them, put it on whatever spectrum you're on. But this is someone that feels quite defensive when it comes to communicating with you, that you may find them to be avoiding issues. Why? Because they feel like there's already some type of distance here. And they're quite hesitant in regards to where they stand with you. They may feel like the ball is in your court. Yes, they're fucking attracted to you and they feel a very intense connection with you, but they also feel like you're avoiding a deeper issue and they feel this distance and it makes them a little bit finicky, okay? It makes them quite hesitant in regards to where they stand with you. So I feel like when it comes to the two of you communicating, or if it is just like a work type of thing, or even if you live with this person is in a space of like, hey, let's go, let's do this. Yeah, let's go for a drink. Yeah, cool, let's do this. That King of Wands, he's like ready. He's like, let's do this. But he is quite defensive. Like this is someone that's having a hard time being vulnerable or showing weakness or anything of that nature, because they may feel like there's something off with you, okay? So it's like, let's not add fuel to the fire type of thing. And they feel like you're avoiding whatever that is. Sorry, there's too many lights. I needed to figure out something because I keep seeing reflections, or is it a reflection or is it in a video? I'm not sure. Star in reversed. I'm not going to lie with you, Aquarius. This is someone that's kind of, they don't have a whole lot of hope because of some type of distance between the two of you. And they feel like every time the two of you do, again, this could just be something minuscule or grand, I don't know, but it's like they feel like you're avoiding something, and for whatever reason, they're too intimidated to address that. And it makes them quite defensive. It makes them feel like they can't show weakness. They're trying to respect, if you have distance yourself or something of that nature, they're trying to be respectful in that regard. It kind of feels like you're dealing with someone that is quite vulnerable to the situation, but they're trying to act cool. They're trying to, you know, just give me one more on that King of Wands, the Seven of Cups. I feel like this person feels as though you have some type of confusion about them, and it's kind of making them not really sure how to address this. It's almost like when you know someone has an issue with you, whether it's a deep relationship or not. When you know someone has an issue with you, but you're not really sure what it is, it's like you don't really know if you want to open up a can of worms that you don't want to eat or just like ignore it. It's like this person doesn't really know how to be with you or what the issue is, and I feel like this person is just kind of showing up in whatever way they feel is helpful, or they feel the King of Wands is known for the helpful man. It's like this is someone that is trying to relieve whatever stresses you have and not open up any issues. That's the best way I can explain it. They don't want to make something worse. I do see the two of you making peace though, but this person is kind of like scared a little bit. Not scared, maybe that's not the best way, but they're not really sure where it's going or what your motive is, or like if maybe the two of you last night went to bed and you ignored them. I don't know, something. It's like something is making them quite hesitant. Like, is this going to come up again? Like something is making them quite nervous or hesitant, or making them feel like they don't have, like the ball is not in their court, and that's kind of sketching them out a little bit. I don't feel like this person has confidence problems. They just have confusion problems when it comes to you, and they feel like you're avoiding talking about it, and they could be projecting all this, okay? I'm not gonna you know, act like that's not possible, but they do feel a very intense connection with you. What's that? Lovers. However, they are trying to make better choices with you to avoid burning this bridge. And why are they trying to make better choices with you? Well, because they do feel a very intense connection with you. They don't want to burn this bridge, but there's also a lot of fears that accumulated because of something that already made them feel inadequate. Okay, so something occurred between the two of you that already made them feel inadequate. And that's, I always say, like, triggers, good or bad, they're all like natural healers. They're all, you know, pulling us in a certain way. Like, even if someone says something that's harsh or something occurs that's not the most pleasant, it's still an opportunity for you to figure out how you're going to deal with it, or figure out what the point of that trigger is. Because sometimes things trigger us that actually, okay, maybe we wish we could change, or sometimes things trigger us and the God's asking us, okay, like, are you going to really let that phase you or what? And I feel like there's something here that triggered this person and that's still making them quite vulnerable. Like, maybe you told this person something harsh at one point in time and they're still holding on to that energy. Okay. And it's making them a little bit awkward. They're trying to make better choices so they don't get put in that situation again. Like, for example, if you told this person, like, man, you're needy. This is someone that's like doing everything they can to not be needy. And even though they're confident, when it comes to you, you trigger them. You kind of challenge them to, like, grow the fuck up, you know? So this person does feel a very strong connection with you, but you're kind of challenging them to make better choices. I mean, maybe not directly. It's more of the energy is kind of keeping them there because they don't really have to be there, right? So, but this is someone that's also quite territorial. Like, they don't want to see anybody else with you. They don't, like, they want you. They're willing to do whatever they can to have you, but they're a little bit on edge because they may feel like it's kind of someone that feels like you could just leave them tomorrow or whatever, and you wouldn't even be fazed about it when they're here with, like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's about it. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is someone that will kind of do whatever, you know, because I do see you trying to make peace with this person or get on the same page with this person. They're here for it, but they're quite hesitant because of something that triggered them, that there's still an open wound there and they're still learning how to, you know, bandage it up themselves, kind of thing. So you could be dealing with Leo. We have Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, and Aquarius. So I don't know. I like the energy you're in, though, this week, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Eight of Swords in reverse. What do we have for Pisces and their person? One more. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Pisces, the Lovers in reverse with the Page of Wands right under that. The Strength card, Three of Wands in reverse. All right, you're definitely disconnecting. You're disconnecting. That's the best way I can explain that. I feel like you're not really sure where your energy should be right now. And I feel like when it comes to love, you're not really open to love. You're very emotionally unavailable right now. And I feel like it's because something is occurring in your life that's kind of throwing you for a loop. It's kind of challenging you. Let's just put it that way in regards to how you're going to deal with it. With that Page of Wands, I do feel like you're hearing from someone, but there's not really a whole lot of interest. So it kind of feels like maybe someone on Tinder is messaging you or something like that. It's something that is coming in very quickly, but it's not really something that you're interested in. Okay. It's kind of, you're thinking about it, but I feel like that thought is more so stemming from boredom. Okay, or just getting lost a little bit, because I do feel like you're in a period in your life where you are quite disconnected, not really having a whole lot of long-term plans on a personal level. still trying to overcome something that didn't really work out the way you had hoped, whether that was love, work, personal endeavors. There's something here that did not really go as expected. And I feel like you're kind of trying to like regain your composure, get it together. I don't really see you being too open to anybody right now, especially if you just see it as something that's not it, because that's kind of how I feel like you're going to look at it. Because that Hangman in reverse, like, this is boring. Like, I'm not interested, you know, even if whatever. It's like there's something that you're just straight up not interested. You're not really willing to see something from a different perspective. I do feel like you are going to ultimately walk away from whatever that is. Just give me one more on that Lovers in reverse, because High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're just feeling out of your element a little bit this week, Pisces, where it's more so not about love or other people. It's more so about, okay, where are you at right now? What are your desires? What is it that you're truly needing for yourself? What better choices should you be making for yourself? And I feel like you're just kind of trying to reconfigure yourself right now, or a business or something personal, that you're not really overly open to love that comes in. Some of you may have been invested into a love situation, but you're not really happy with the way it turned out. And now you're just trying to show yourself compassion and just walk away and accept it as a loss. Either way, I feel like you're more so trying to show up for yourself here. I feel like you're trying to like let go of loose ends. It's kind of what that feels like. You're trying to let go of loose ends. You're trying to bring things to a close. You're trying to regain your focus. I feel like on a personal level, you may be feeling uninspired. And I feel like whoever this is that's communicating, whether that's multiple people or one person, it's like kind of, it's just not it. And it's likely because you're just feeling disconnected yourself, or you're having a hard time, you know, knowing what would be good for you. Okay. Either way, you're holding back. You're holding back. And you're just trying to show up for yourself. Just give me one more on that Lovers in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys may be in a space in your life where, yeah, you do feel kind of stupid. You may feel outsmarted a little bit, or you feel like regretful in regards to how something played out. But regardless, you're kind of taking something like a champ, accepting your losses and moving forward to conclude something. I feel like you're lacking a long-term plan, but that's just a matter of mindset, focus, and like whether you're going to sit down and make that for yourself, and whether you're going to try at least to invest into things that are in your control. Because yeah, there's a lack of long-term plan. You make it, you are receiving communication. You feel kind of weird this week. That's okay. Okay. And I feel like for the communication that is coming in, you are giving them respect or compassion. I don't really see you lashing out at them or anything, but I don't really see you being too vulnerable. Okay. So whoever's on over here, Pisces, this is someone that is, this is someone that is being very transparent with you when it comes to things that they feel are out of their control. This is someone that feels like they're wasting their time. So they may get some sense that you're not into them, or they feel like you're not willing to reciprocate because of some type of poor investment already. However, I do feel like this person is trying to be as transparent as they can to avoid conflict with you. Like, this is someone that does not want to have like a little head off, okay? Or who's going to ignore who first, or who's going to ignore who the longest. Like, you're dealing with someone that is trying to create a solution quickly in regards to something that they feel like you have an issue with. I feel like whatever the issue is making them feel intimidated, which is why they're trying to be very open about maybe why in the past they didn't follow through with their plan, or they didn't, you know, give you what you deserve. Or if it's a new person, this person may feel like they're in a little bit of a pickle right now in their life. Life's kind of a mess, but they may be, you know, being very transparent in regards to what they can do right now. And it's I feel like it's just not inspiring you. Like, it's just not it for you. Like, something here is just not it. Or you're bored. You may see it as like a same song and dance, or you see it as someone that's just straight up manipulating you, which is why you're kind of choosing to like walk away. I do feel like this person has a lot of feelings for you. I just feel like there's a lot of unstable energy here. Like, this is someone that's not really in the most stable place. Just give me one more on that Four of Pentacles in reverse, with the Three of Swords in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. So this person may be in a space in their life, Pisces, where they have let go of something from their past, and they're not really in the most grounded, stable place in whatever way that is for them. And they may feel like, and this is someone that's in a space of being very transparent about certain things that are intimidating them, or is making them feel not really in their power. They feel like there's certain things under their control. There's a lot of fears associated with an opportunity here with you. Why are they fearing it though? The Queen of Wands in reverse. Well, because honestly, Pisces, I feel like this person feels like you, if this is a past person, this is someone that feels like you want a very specific outcome with them, and they don't know. It's almost like someone that's scared to entertain it at all. It's almost like an all or nothing type of person, where if they feel like you're going to want a relationship right away, they don't want it. Why? Because they're still healing from something from their past. Like, this is someone that is in their feelings about you, but they're also nervous or fearing kind of reciprocating on some type of love offer that may already be on the table, because they feel like you're kind of pushing for a very specific outcome. And if this is a new person, this is someone that's just fearing this whole opportunity because they feel like you're not really attracted to them. You know, maybe you don't want to be seen around with them. Okay, there's some confidence issues there. But if this is a past person, they definitely feel like they have to be very black and white. Like, they either go for it or not at all, because they feel like you don't want to just be friends. You want something serious. And even though there's feelings, that triggers a lot of fears, because they may have already came out of something crazy, you know. But yeah, a new person, if this is a new person, they definitely have confidence issues. Okay. And it may not seem like that, because they're being quite transparent. But it's almost someone that is having a hard time getting in their power. And usually when we're out of our power, we're not ourselves in relationships. We're a little bit more needy. We don't feel as assured in ourselves. And it's like, this is someone that doesn't really feel in their power, and it's kind of creating either a lack of energy or a lack of confidence. Either way, I don't really feel like you're feeling it this week. Okay. Probably because you feel disconnected yourself, or you're just not really trusting the connection because of the past, or because it feels more yourself. Like, something about you, something about your character, something about something that you know you need to do to align into a more stable frequency that you feel like you're not doing. You're kind of regrouping after a failed attempt that kind of made you feel stupid, now questioning yourself, but you seem to be overcoming that doubt in itself when it comes to you. So I don't know. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I don't really like this. I'm not going to lie. And what's weird is I don't feel like this person has bad intentions, but I feel like it's just like, you know, where are we getting at with this? Like, what is the point of this? Okay, you're going through like a lot of healing, or going through that. It's like, but I'm too, kind of thing. It's like, what's the point of this? You know, it just doesn't feel like it has a whole lot of point or foundation. You know, it kind of feels like a trauma bond. There we go. It kind of feels like a trauma bond that you just don't have the energy for, if there is a bond at all. Because for some of you, it's just something very flaky. Okay. So you could be dealing with an Aries. We also have Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Gemini, strong Pisces. Could be any sign though as far as elements go. Yeah. I didn't mean to leave you guys that long. It accidentally happened. It was an accident. So sorry about that. But yeah, I'm going to be back enrolling. I am back enrolling. So, but it's hard to talk about anything without I just want to move forward with my life kind of thing. So, but yeah, I feel like life's been crazy all year. And I feel like these last couple months was like just the cherry on top. And it's like chaotic. It's a lot to register. It's a lot to accept, and it's a lot to, it's almost like trying to get back into your normal flow without attaching yourself to thoughts and energies and, experiences or anything, people, trying to get back into the normal you or into a new you or whatever new you needs to be without, being who you normally are. It's a lot to register. You know what I mean? And just, yeah, I feel like this year just kind of kicked me in the fucking butt, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I feel like we're coming out of it with so many blessings. Cause yeah, there's so many things in my life I am blessed for, but I feel like I was just knocked on my butt this month. So, I don't know why or how it happened. I mean, it's just changes really. So, but yeah, but I mean, everything is good. Shared custody with kids, all that stuff's good. And I'm going to be back and getting regular videos done. So, but yeah, I've been feeling very good. So I'm blessed. My sister lives with me. And then of course, you guys know Nick, and that's been going really good. And then just trying to figure out okay, so this is it. You know what I mean? This is just accepting peace. Because I feel like all year was like a war, if I'm going to be honest with you. And it's like now we're, you know what I mean? We can fall, and that's what we've been doing this past couple months. But also kind of accepting it. You know what I mean? So, oh, is my sister on the live? Yeah, that's the tree. But anyways, it's hard. I don't know. I feel like I make no sense, but it's like I am in a process where I'm creating new experiences now and wanting new, and I don't want to open up cans of worms I don't want to eat kind of thing. And I'm so blessed for Nick, and I'm blessed for my sister, and I'm blessed for my kids, and I'm blessed for everything going well. I'm just, this year was very hard on my nerves, if I'm going to be honest with you. Very hard on my nerves. And now we're in a place where we don't need to be like that. We don't need to care. We don't need to, I'm in a place where I don't need to care. You know what I mean? I don't need to defend myself anymore. I don't need to do anything. And it's a beautiful thing. But it's okay, now, get back into me, figure out, because this year I feel like I got lost because it was a scary and draining year, very confusing, and it's all over. So I'm happy, and I can't wait for the new year. So I can't wait for the new year because I feel like this year was just a total reconstruction, and now it's okay, rebuilding. You know what I mean? It's kind of when the dust settles kind of thing. So, but yeah. But yeah, sorry I took a break. Like I said, I don't even, even when I was talking to Nick and my sister and stuff, like, I don't even know what it was that made me the way I was this month. I'm not really sure. I just was numb, and I think I was tired too. I was very drained. I've been tired all month, like super heavy. And I feel like I can just breathe now, but it's almost like trying to find, like, okay, getting regrounded again and figuring out like what's next now. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't really sound like a lot, but I think I think my body just completely crashed. Like even my nerves, but everything is going really good now. I just don't recognize myself. That's the thing, right? I don't recognize myself, and it's like rediscovering who I am without, because I think a lot of times when you get wrapped up into a certain understanding of your reality and what the issues are, that becomes like the focus. It's like the issues and you know what I mean? Dealing with that. And that can be a long process in itself. And when that's done, it's like, okay, now what? You know what I mean? And, not really thriving off, not really, how do we say, not really having stress as your motivation, more so, like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's why I haven't really came on here and talked to you guys about where I've been, because I don't even know how to explain where I've been. I've just been rediscovering or like figuring this out, and like I just feel weird a little bit. Like I feel weird, but like it's good. But even like Nick's been kind of on me about, like, he's been really encouraging me to get on here, but it's like every day it's been like heaviness. And now I feel finally like it's good. And I don't know, things have calmed down, and I'm blessed for that. Because I don't really work well under stress. I mean, that's the thing, right? I don't work well in stressful situations, even if I come off like I am, because as a Gemini, like the amount of energy it takes me to just shut my mouth is a lot. So now we're entering this new space where we can talk about new things, and it's beautiful, but it's very unfamiliar. Even just love and relationships and having my sister around. I mean, that in itself, having my sister around when we never lived around each other for 10 years is a whole energetic thing where it's very different, and trying to balance it with, I'm very sensitive energetically. I don't mix well with others very well. And just trying to embrace that, and and Nick, who's been amazing, and he's been like amazing. I don't want to talk about that too much and flood you guys with that, but that's been amazing. And just trying to like let amazingness happen and just let go that's kind of where I've been. But I'm just going to get off here because I make no sense. But like I said, one day maybe it will make sense, and I'll have like a better way to explain this. But this whole year was definitely an experience that I've never went through in my life. So it's okay to be okay. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times people say it's okay to not be okay, but it's okay to be okay. It's okay to not have something, I'm not going to say I don't have anything to stress about, but not nearly as what I was going through. So I'm just feeling quite blessed, and hopefully things stay this way, and I'll do whatever it is in my power to keep it like that. So, but yeah, I feel like this year was like a tough pill to swallow, and it's like a shattered reality a little bit. And that was like, I think, the hardest thing to register. But yeah, I can't say I've been awesome, the past few months, but I can say that I've been trying, and I've been trying to get back into the flow of things and get back to me and all that stuff. The tarot, dancing, all that good stuff. So, but that's all I got to say. I didn't really want to designate a video because I don't really, like I said, I can't even put it into words just yet. So, but yeah, that's it. I know it is really calm, right? I actually have another tarot spot that I made but I need to get a new chair because this chair is way too high for that table and it's not great for the back. It's been fucked up, but I like to think what has happened has worked for me and not to me. Yeah. I just don't want to sound like I'm coming off like things are going bad right now, because it's actually been going amazing. And that's been the depressing part sometimes, is like so many amazing things happening and I feel like I can't keep up with it. You know, naturally I'm someone that is pretty like, I have no problem with change. I have no problem with, you know, whatever, like having the craziest day and still popping on YouTube or like whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like lately, I feel like there's been so many amazing things happening and it's just have so much opportunity as well, and just trying to keep up with it energetically. You know what I mean? And I feel like something in me energetically the past month or two just kind of turned off. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I feel like it's just an awareness of like, I can't feel this. I can't think this. Why? Because there's no end game to that. You know what I mean? There's no point to that. Even if it's just being diplomatic about issues, it's like, it doesn't matter sometimes who's right or wrong. If it's done, it's done. Or if it's, sometimes it's not that black and white. And sometimes I feel like oftentimes people experience like trauma like symptoms when something isn't registering in the mind space, right? When something is not making any sense, that doesn't make any sense. And it's like we have a hard time moving forward whilst knowing how twisted something is, right? And I feel like me, it was just kind of accepting what is, you know, accepting the good, but also recognizing even the bad. It just is what it is, and just letting it all go, accepting responsibility for me as well in regards to how things played out and maybe how things could have been dealt with sooner, like whatever. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I feel like I recognized that I was going through something where I couldn't use my normal mechanisms. I couldn't use my normal protocols. I couldn't live in security, feeling like truth or logic is all that matters, because that's not it. You know what I mean? It kind of taught you how to like, you kind of have to play your cards on a widespread, and it's like realizing that it doesn't matter what is or what isn't. It's just things are not black and white. And this year kind of taught me that, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to give you guys an understanding of what I've been feeling the past month, but it's like just recognizing that I couldn't be who I normally am, because who I normally am was no longer serving me, for one, and sabotaging me, if anything. You know what I mean? Even if I can create all the philosophical viewpoints and logic and meaning in regards to why, and to justify that, and to justify, you know, even running my mouth about things that irritate me. You know what I mean? Even if you have all the whatever, it's just, this year kind of taught me to just see something for what it is and just go, kind of thing. That's it. There's no point. That's it. So, yeah, sometimes I have a hard time. I guess I've just kind of been figuring out a new me. I've been discovering a new me. And I feel like we have a hard time accepting things until we don't like accept things until it like makes sense, until we have some type of proof. Like the proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean? I feel like this past month I've kind of recognized how I was hurting myself, you know, with certain experiences, or defending myself, or, you know, arguing with the wrong people, letting distractions get to me. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've become professional I was actually just telling Nick this other day. I feel so proud of myself because I feel like I went cold towards shit. And I feel like sometimes we go through things where there's so much distractions and there's so many reasons we could get mad. And I feel like this month, I was kind of forced to turn off. Because if I didn't turn off, I would have, just got lost in the sauce. And that sauce is it's thick. It's thick. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting lost in the sauce right now, but that's the best explanation in regards to me. So, but I love you. Sorry, I'm not making any sense, but we'll figure it out. I'm going to go have some steak, actually. Nick's making some steak. I'm going to go have some steak, and I love you. And I'm going to get back here and flow. Everything's going to be the way it was. So, and if you don't understand, or if what I was just talking about doesn't make any sense, then I totally get that. Because I honestly would have had I would say last year, if I was to explain this year to myself, I would have been like, that makes no sense. You know what I mean? And I feel like experience teaches us, things aren't really black and white. So, and I think all we can really use to discern immediate judgments is our own personal convictions and that initial discernment of a situation. This feels wrong, or this feels oppressive, this feels right. And, and if you go against that feeling and then try to use logic or facts or whatever as a defense, I don't know. I feel like conviction is just the most important thing. More important than logic, more important than anything. And I'm just excited for this new life. But yeah, sorry if I don't make any sense, but I'm just going to go to here. Love you guys. All the best. A mistake. I don't know if that was supposed to be a pun. I don't know if that's supposed to be a pun, but like being aware of your emotions. Yeah, to be quite honest with you, I haven't been very emotional this past while. I haven't. If anything, got numb. And I think that's why I say I accidentally took a break. I accidentally took a break because I was aware of, it's almost like I have a hard time. I don't know, for a period of time, I had a hard time just turning off for some experiences and not others. So somehow I ended up just shutting off completely, where I even pushed away people that were there for a period of time because I just didn't know how to maneuver. I didn't know I was just still trying to, accept what was, where I accidentally turned off. So, but now it's like, I see the silver lining. I get it. You know what I mean? Things are going good. And it's like, I need to get out kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because yeah, it's kind of like a scary place to be in when the world keeps going and you're just sitting there like, you know what I mean? Feeling some type of way. But things are going really good though. And the only reason I have a hard time talking about stuff like this because I don't want to make it seem like a sad song or seem like something isn't going right, because everything is going right. But just there's a lot of curveballs that kind of forced me to learn how to react or maneuver a different way so I could stop feeling the same feelings, if that made any sense. Feeling the same frustrations, all that. You know what I mean? So I don't get it, but I feel you. That's it. That's good. Never encountered what was in front of you before. Insult as many people as possible with a certain time frame. Anyways, I'm gonna go to here. I love yes. Sorry. I'll come on here maybe one of these days and do a little wine and chit chat. maybe I can talk new stuff, because there's a lot of new stuff going on in my life too that's really exciting and all of that. So, but I don't really want to talk about this year anymore. So whoever's doing the timestamps, if people want to say, hey, where's Rose? This is where I'm at. It doesn't really make any sense. I was in the doesn't make any sense land, trying to figure it out in hermit mode, trying to light up a dark path. Okay. But yeah, there's been a lot of new and exciting things going on. So that's cool. But I'm going to go out of here. I love yous. Bye.